Developing now, President Obama following through on his promise to reform our country's immigration policies. Brushing aside his critics, the president said the current system is broken and that if Republicans in Congress refuse to act, he will. In a primetime White House speech, President Obama outlined his plans to allow some 5 million illegal immigrants to stay in the country indefinitely.
What I'm describing is accountability. A common sense middle ground approach. If you meet the criteria, you can come out of the shadows and get right with the law. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported.
He plans executive actions to delay deportations for parents of children who are U.S. citizens or permanent residents. More of the so-called dreamers, children brought to the U.S. illegally as kids, will be allowed to stay. Adults can now apply for 3-year work permits, but they'll have to pass criminal background checks, pay taxes, and a fee. Local Democrats like Senator Bill Nelson, Congresswomen Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Lois Frankel are giving their support. But Republicans, both local and national, are criticizing the president for bypassing Congress. Senator Marco Rubio issued a statement saying the president's go-it-alone strategy will make immigration reform harder and is, quote, unfair to the people in the system who are doing things the right way. Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart says Republicans now have a number of options, including a government shutdown.
Number one is the power of the purse. Now, that power of the purse is not unlimited, in particular on this area, and we can get into why. Number two is the power of appointments. The Senate can hold back and not confirm the presidential appointments. Number three is legislation, which I believe is the preferred alternative, always.
57% of voters polled during the recent midterm elections say most illegal immigrants who are currently in the U.S. should be allowed to apply for legal status. But for a president whose party was so badly beaten in those midterm elections, analysts say this could just be a president who is looking for a political fight.